little logistical things, so I'm going to go ahead and welcome you on behalf of Commissioner Birrell. And it's a beautiful sight because I think this turnout is greater than it was 4 years ago. So that's a good thing for that. And also, we like to welcome her back. Let's give her a big round of applause, I tell you. And that we would welcome her back for another 4 years and continue the good things that she's been taking leadership in for the first years. It had also, and it's a good sight to see the support in so many elected officials and others here, and I'm going to go ahead and welcome all elected officials, and I'm not going to call anyone by name. You're too many for the first, and number two, I would miss someone. But I do want to single out and point out to show the good support that she got from our Board of Commissioners, and I think that's a key here. And we got the chairman is here. We got Commissioner Ott, Commissioner Weatherford, and Commissioner Cupid. We also have Commissioner Gorham in the house today that's been here and working with her as well. So that is a good thing. But it is good to see you all here in support of Commissioner Birrell. I tell you, it's a good way to start another 4 years, is to know that you got this kind of community support. You want to wait another minute? Go ahead. Okay, we'll go ahead. I think things will fall in place logistically. I'm going to ask that this time that Deacon Bruce Reed of St. Joseph Catholic Church come forth and give our invocation.
Well, JoAnn, first of all, thank you very much for asking me to be here. And when JoAnn asked me to come and do the invocation for her swearing in, I told her, well, I'd be more than happy to do it, but really I try not to swear too much. And she said, you pray and I'll do all the swearing. And Marietta Daily Journal, I'll send you that email if you need it. You need it for this.
Thank you, Deacon Bruce.
This prayer is adapted from a prayer for the church and for the civil authorities, which was composed by Archbishop John Carroll for the use on the occasion of the inauguration of George Washington in 1789. And by the way, for me anyway, it's such a great thing to see God on the agenda. Hope you guys can keep him there for all of us. Almighty and eternal God, you have revealed your glory to all nations. God of power and might, wisdom and justice, through you authority is rightly administered, laws are enacted, and judgment is decreed. Assist with your spirit of counsel and fortitude, JoAnn, that her administration may be conducted in righteousness and be eminently useful to your people over whom she presides. And may she encourage due respect for virtue. May she execute the laws with justice and mercy. And may she seek to restrain crime, vice, and immorality. And while we are here today, Lord, we do pray, too, for your divine wisdom. Direct the deliberations of the Congress of the United States, the President, and all elected officials. Shine forth in all of their proceedings and all the laws framed for our rule and our government. And may we all seek to preserve peace, promote national happiness, and continue to bring us the blessings of liberty and equality. We likewise commend to your unbounded mercy all the citizens of the United States, citizens of this great county of Cobb, the city of Marietta, that we may all be blessed in the knowledge and sanctified in the observance of your holy law. May we be preserved in union and that peace which the world cannot give. And after enjoying the blessings of this life, be admitted to those which are eternal. We pray to you who are Lord and God forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you, Deacon Reed. This time, I'm going to ask Captain Jerry Kwan and Jeff Patelis to come forward. These are two districts, precincts that serves her area, so I'm going to ask them to lead us in the pledge.
Thank you, Chairman. Please stand and join Jerry and I. By the way, Commissioner, we're honored to be here with you. Thank you for the invitation. Please join us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. As we come forward, I also wanted to, I recognize the commissioners, but I wanted to recognize David Birrell for being here, being family here in support of Commissioner Birrell. It's good to have family support, and David, and thank you for being here in that very patriotic tie there. With that, I think it's a good lead-in, and I hope the acoustics will bear with us, that we'll ask Mr. Timothy Miller to lead us in God Bless America. And I've heard you before, so I hope the acoustics are right. So thank you.
While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair, as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. This time, and I know there are some other guests that Commissioner Birrell want to sing along, but we're going to ask Senior Judge Conley Ingram and Honorable Larkin to come forward, and Commissioner Birrell to come forward, and we get ready for administration of the oath.
Do we want to move this out of the way?
Do you want Dave to come up as well?
Yes, he's got to hold the Bible. Mhm. It's been 4 years.
All
He's
right, there you go.
can't remember.
If you will please raise your right hand. I, and if you'll please state your name,
I, JoAnn Birrell,
do swear or affirm
do swear or affirm
that I will well and truly discharge
that I will well and truly discharge
the duties of Commissioner
the duties of Commissioner
for Cobb County
for Cobb County
in all matters
in all matters
which require my official action
which require my official action
to the best of my knowledge and skill,
to the best of my knowledge and skill,
and I will so act
and I will so act
as in my judgment
as in my judgment
will be most conducive
will be most conducive
to the welfare
to the welfare
and best interests
and best interests
of the entire
of the
county.
entire county.
I have been a resident
I have been a resident
thereof
thereof
for the time required
for the time required
by the Constitution
by the Constitution
and laws of this state.
and laws of this state.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
or affirm
or affirm
that I am not
that I am not
the holder of
the holder of
any unaccounted for
any unaccounted for
public money
public money
due this state
due this state
or any political subdivision
or any political subdivision
or authority thereof,
or authority thereof,
that I am not
that I am not
the holder of any office of trust
of any office of trust
under the government of the United States,
under the government of the United States,
any other state,
any other state,
or any foreign state
or any foreign state,
which I am prohibited from
which I am prohibited from,
holding by the laws of the state of Georgia,
holding by the laws of the state of Georgia,
and that I am otherwise
that I am otherwise
qualified to hold said office
qualified to hold said office
according to the Constitution of the United States
according to the Constitution of the United States
and laws of Georgia,
and laws of Georgia,
and that I will support
and that I will support
the constitutions
the constitutions
of the United States
of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God. Amen.
One more oath.
One more.
One more. And I can hold it here. Okay, I can hold it here.
All right, that was the official oath.
That was the
Commissioner.
official one.
Absolutely. And so that was the longest one, but you got to have the loyalty oath also.
Right.
And I think you're prepared to do that very well. I, and repeat your name again,
I, JoAnn Birrell,
a citizen of Cobb County, Georgia,
a citizen of Cobb County, Georgia,
and being an employee of Cobb County,
and being an employee of Cobb County,
and the recipient of public funds for services rendered,
and the recipient of public funds for services rendered
as such employee,
as such employee,
do hereby solemnly swear and affirm
do hereby solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the great state of Georgia.
and the Constitution of the great state of Georgia.
I added a little something to it.
I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. Thank
This is
you,
in the next 4 years.
thank you both. Aren't they wonderful?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, District 3 Commissioner JoAnn Birrell. Thank you.
Gosh, it's overwhelming and just so exciting to see you all here today. I couldn't have done this without all of you here. I've had great support from all sides, and I just want to thank you. And thanks to all those participating today, too. I have kind of not a lengthy speech, but I didn't want to leave anything out, and I'm sure I will, so please forgive me if I do. But I'd just like to say thank you, and what an honor it is to be before you once again. I'm honored to serve as Cobb County's District 3 Commissioner. Whoops. for the second term. It's a privilege to live in the best county in the nation, and I'm overwhelmed and grateful that you placed your confidence in me to represent you again. There are not enough words to express my deepest appreciation to you for supporting me in the last 4 years and for the upcoming term. I would not be here without you today, and I did not do this alone without the assistance of my family, my friends, my campaign committee, board appointments, volunteers, my church family at St. Anne's, my committee members, and many more. First, I say thank you. Excuse me. Is that my order? I'll share with Diesel. I want to say thank you first to my husband, Dave, my #1 supporter. I appreciate his patience, as there were many nights and weekends that I was not at home. Your dedication, from phone calls, putting up signs, and just being by my side every day was amazing and really got me through all this. And I'm blessed to have you by my side every day. Although they're not here with us, they were supposed to be, but I want to thank my mom and my sister, and they've been a tremendous support through both my campaigns. My sister made sure my mom got to every fundraiser I had, and she was bringing my mom down today for this, and my mom is a little under the weather, and so my sister's with her, but I couldn't do it without Carolyn and Snag. You all know how important family is to me, and I have very many family members that are here today to support me. My stepson Tyson and his wife JoAnn, please stand. And they have 2 of our 3 adorable grandchildren that aren't here, but I'll forgive you. My cousin Tammy is here from Gainesville, Lake Lanier area. Tammy, would you stand? And Tammy's mom is my only aunt on my dad's side that's still with us. So, and she is not feeling too well today either, but she was supposed to be here too. But Tammy's the best representation we could have from that side of the family. And also, a very close family friend and distant cousin, Marie Joseph, is here. Marie, would you stand and be recognized? Thank you all for being here and for everyone that's here today. I'd also like to thank my campaign committee and all the volunteers and supporters who believed in me and worked to this point to get me here. Paul and Sheila Brower are here, my co-chairs of the campaign. And y'all can stand and keep standing as I call everybody's name out. I think Bob and Vicki Plunkett, are you here? They were supposed to be here. They were on my committee. JoAnn Smith and her daughter Lily are here. Lily's our mascot, our campaign mascot. And she still has on her JoAnn Can shirt. Wallace Coopwood, I believe he was on my committee. I don't know if he made it or not. James Touchton, Roseanne Hall, I know she's here. Nancy Eaton, and Frank Wigington, I know he's here. Thank you all for sacrificing your time, committing your talents to help me get here, and I just appreciate all you've done for me. I think most of you, if you, over the last 4 years, haven't gotten a chance to meet my assistant, Inger, you will. But Inger Eberhardt is the best assistant ever. She's more than an assistant. When you call my office, you get a friendly, caring voice that assists you. And if you send me an email, you get a very detailed response when you email my office. Inger's the brains behind the scenes in District 3. She's a treasure, a friend, and confidant, and I couldn't do all I do without Inger. Inger, please stand and let us give you a hearty round of applause. There's a lot of folks that keep this county running, and it's very evident, especially over the last 4 years, that the main one is our county manager, David Hankerson. He has given many years of service to this county. I want to thank you, David, for your leadership, your assistance over the last 4 years, prior to the last 4 years, and today and forward. All the department heads and managers that are here, and county staff who provide excellent service to all the residents, businesses, visitors of Cobb, and who are always there for me with answers to all my many questions over the last 4 years. And I'm sure I'll still have many more in the next 4 years. Also, a big thank you to all my board appointments. A special thank you to David Poteet for his service the past 4 years on the BZA board, Christy Trombetti for her continued service on the Planning Commission, and this year on the BZA board, to Jack Demers for his continued service on the Board of Tax Assessors, and to Brett McClung and Laurie Dyke for their service on the Citizens Oversight Committee and their continued service on the Audit Committee. All those that are representative of the different boards and committees that fall under the District 3 appointments, would you please stand and be recognized, and thank you for your service. I think most of you are aware, but during my first campaign for commissioner, I sought to encourage local spending. I started the Keep It in Cobb committee, and since its beginning, the committee has promoted the benefits of local spending through the website, keepitincobb.com, our Facebook page, which are over 500 likes now, and of course, newspaper and television coverage. The Keep It in Cobb committee and Cobb County's purchasing team also launched the How to Do Business with Cobb seminars in 2011. And in 2013, the seminars expanded to include all of the commission districts, which was an idea from Commissioner Cupid. And we also partnered with the Cobb County Schools last year, or 2013. We started partnering with the school system. So now attendees can learn how to do business with Cobb government and the Cobb County schools. In 2011, the Keep It in Cobb committee, our purchasing team, and other county staff worked together to codify the local vendor presence ordinance, which grants Cobb County vendors extra points when bidding on Cobb County contracts. Both the local vendor presence ordinance and the Business with Cobb seminars encourage economic development in Cobb. And at this time, I would like the members of my Keep It in Cobb committee and our purchasing department and team to stand and be recognized. Also, I joined a group before I became a commissioner that sought to develop some of the most beautiful parkland in District 3. After a referendum, the voters of Cobb selected to preserve Mabry Park for future parkland. The Friends of Mabry Park worked diligently to raise funds and awareness to develop Mabry Park into District 3's newest passive park. I applaud their commitment and desire, and I also want to thank the voters' support of the SPLOST 16, because now that means that there will be funds to develop Mabry Park into beautiful park space for the residents of District 3 and all of Cobb County to enjoy. The Friends of Mabry Park, the voters' SPLOST support, and the expertise of the county staff means that Mabry Park will become a reality over the next 4 years. And I'd like to ask the Friends of Mabry Park that are here and Mr. Eddie Cannon and his staff from Parks and Rec to stand and be recognized as well. In Cobb, we're very blessed to have such outstanding leaders. You've seen some of them today. A lot of them are here. I see our district attorney, Vic Reynolds, is here. And I can't name everybody or I'm going to get in trouble, but Vic is very special and he knows that. So I had to, I mean, I'm looking right at him, so I had to thank you for being here. And also Chief Coker is here. Thank you for coming back out of retirement. And of course, Helen. You've only been retired a week now, but we're glad you're back. When I entered my first term as commissioner, I noticed that there was not a group where the women elected leaders of Cobb could network and share best practices. So to fill this gap, I created WEROC, W-E-R-O-C, which stands for Women Elected Representatives of Cobb. This group consists of current and past state and local elected women representatives of Cobb government, schools, public safety, courts, and cities. We have the opportunity to talk with one another about challenges and opportunities of elected office. We meet usually 2 or 3 times a year, and these have been very wonderful learning opportunities for these women and the elected officials. As commissioners, we are liaisons to various county departments. I've had the opportunity to be a liaison to many departments under support services, public services, and in addition, I've worked with the libraries, the Library Foundation, communications, public safety, animal control, volunteers and staff, and community development in the water department. Let me begin by saying that Cobb County staff is invaluable. They execute their duties with the utmost of commitment, dedication, and patience. We are blessed that they chose and continue to choose Cobb County as their place of employment. For myself and I'm sure the other Board of Commissioners, I say thank you. If you're a county employee, a volunteer with the Library Foundation or the libraries, animal control, please stand and be recognized and let us give you an opportunity to show how much we appreciate you. Carol. For the last 2 years, I was the liaison commissioner for the water system. And I worked very closely with the county manager and Steve McCullers. Where's Steve? Yay, stand up, Steve. Worked very closely with them to reduce the amount of monies transferred from the water department funds to the general fund. And that's been a goal of mine the last 2 years along with other commissioners. And for the last 2 years we've worked on this initiative, and the reduction now is down from the 10% to 8%, and we're keeping more monies in the water department fund to pay for the current and future water projects and to keep your water rates down. Last but not least, we're the new home of the Braves. I'm beyond excited that Cobb is the new home of the Braves. There are many who are working feverishly to ensure that we are ready for opening day in 2017. We've also had a lot of transportation projects ranging from the Big Shanty Connector, District 3's first roundabout at Holly Springs and Davis, the Chastain Meadows Dam, Skip Span Connector, and the completion of the Noonday Creek Trail. With this, I find it vitally necessary to update District 3 on all the transportation products that affect their daily commute. In 2012, I began sending out a DOT update as a newsletter on a weekly basis. And while we were doing that, we figured through the help of Robert Quigley and the communication staff, why don't we just do a full-blown newsletter every week and update the citizens, not just on DOT projects, but everything going on in the county. And now all the district commissioners and the chairman have their own newsletter every week that we send out to update citizens. And it's been a great communication tool with the public. So also the Town Center Area CID has been a partner in many of these DOT projects in District 3, and I'd like to thank them too for their support and look forward to working with them during my second term. If you are staff DOT or a board member of the Town Center CID, please stand at this time and be recognized. Faye. Mason. So that was a brief recap of my first 4 years. I'd also like to shout out to the neighborhood groups and HOAs. I know East Cobb Civic Association is here, Canton Road Neighbors. We did have some others that are, I guess, currently no longer in existence, but they've really been a big help with zonings and land use plan and over the last 4 years. And I look forward to working with them all in the next 4 years. I'd also like to thank Northeast Cobb Business Association, the Cobb County Business Coalition, and all the business associations for promoting the How to Do Business with Cobb seminars throughout the county. A big thank you to the Cobb Chamber. I know David Connell is here and Sharon. For assisting the Keep It in Cobb Committee by generously donating a booth at your annual expo every year, and also promoting the Business with Cobb seminars. So if you're an HOA leader or a member, NCBA, I know they're here, or any of the Cobb Business Associations, or staff or board member of the Cobb Chamber, please stand. I'd also like to thank the Cobb County Republican Women's Club. And they've just been my rock. I want to thank them for their unwavering support through both of my campaigns and also the Cobb GOP. I know Joe Dindy is here. I see a lot of Roseanne, Helen, Sheila. Thank you all. Billy Dindy, thank you all for being here and for your support over the years. And last but not least, I want to thank my Leadership Cobb class of 2005. When newly elected Commissioner Weatherford, I've given him the nickname of W. We're going to call him W because we have 2 Bobs now. And Ott has seniority, so you're W. When he had his swearing in December, he neglected to mention the best class ever, which he was a member of as well as myself. So here's to the best class ever as we celebrate 10 years from 2005. Would the members of Leadership Cobb Class 2005 please stand, including you, Bob Weatherford. Oh, yay! Thank you all for being here. I'd also like to thank all of those that participated in the program today. Captain Jeff Patelis, Precinct Commander at Precinct 1, which is in District 1, and Captain Jerry Kwan, Precinct 4. Both precincts serve the residents of District 3, and we appreciate all that they do. Deacon Bruce Reed, we go way back from our days at St. Joe's, and I knew you before you were a deacon, and you knew me before I was a commissioner. And I really appreciate the beautiful prayers, and just keep me on that prayer list if you would. I'd also like to thank Officer Mark Blakeney and Diesel, the Wonder Dog. Would y'all come up here? I want Diesel front and center. I don't know if y'all remember, but in 2006, as a member board member of the Northeast Cobb Business Association, I undertook a project to raise funds to purchase a new police dog. And Diesel was the recipient of those funds. So he's always been special, and I invited him to be by my side today. Can I have him? He's at all of our events. He's at the Mabry Park Preview Days. He's at the Adopt-a-thons at the animal shelter, doing demonstrations. And Mark is a great sport to bring him to everything. It's no secret that the K-9 unit is my favorite. Sorry, other departments. It really means a lot to have y'all here. And I think we need to give Timothy Miller another round of applause. Oh my gosh. You know, I always admired him from afar on Sundays during the 7th inning stretch on TV or at Turner Field singing God Bless America, and I thought, what a tremendous voice. And now to have him here today to perform for all of you and me is just phenomenal, and I just can't thank you enough for being a part of this special day. And Senior Judge Conley Ingram and Judge Lark Ingram, you two, I just can't thank you both enough for being here today and for administering my oaths of office. I've always admired and respected you both, and I did tell you a little bit about the story of how you remind me of me and my dad. Even though I'm not an attorney, he always wanted me to be one. So I know he's smiling down from heaven today and just thinking this is wonderful, even though he couldn't be here. But I've always admired and respected you both, not only in the legal profession and from the bench, but also your personal relationship. So I hope you'll both remain friends for a long time. Thank you both from the bottom of my heart. None of this would have been possible without the prayers from my family at St. Anne's and my prayer partners at Adoration, who are here today too. Karen Panessa is here, and Margaret Diggs and her husband Willie. Thank y'all. So as I continue forward, I ask that you keep praying for me and with me. Much has been done, but there's a lot more to do, and I'm excited to move forward in the upcoming term. I ask that you continue to work with us over the next 4 years, not only to expect the best for Cobb, but for Cobb to remain the best. If you have time, I invite you to come over to the Learning Center across the hall, and it's catered, the reception is being catered by Creations by Cookie. The food will be wonderful. So please stop by. I look forward to working with all of you over the next 4 years. God bless.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Commissioner Birrell, District 3. I think she thanked everyone in the room and vowed not to.
Who did I leave out?
The mayors of and councilmen and aldermen from some of the cities, which is so huge in our working relationship in the county, and I'd just like to give them a shout out on your behalf. And also former Commissioner Woody Thompson is here.
Oh, wow.
So I want to give him a shout. But with that, thank y'all. She will be around, and also the reception in the Learning Center. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, Commissioner Birrell.